is up, everybody? I am Joseph, this is Joseph's Place, and welcome to this video. In this video, I want to talk about the announcement that's been going around the internet pretty much just today, started this morning, and I wanted to give my opinion and speculation on what it might be. There's been a lot of talk about what it might be, and I just want to give my opinion on some of the more commonly suggested things that it could be. So those being OSHD, Crack the Clue, simultaneous login between RS3 and old school, RS remastered, next gen, and a new MMO. Now, before we can get on to what it might be, we have to eliminate completely what it's definitely not, and it is definitely not OSHD or a Crack the Clue. For one thing, this announcement was spread globally across both old school and RS3, so we have to remove any game-specific options, and the Crack the Clue will be released in the next Q&A that was already confirmed. So it will be neither of those. We can now remove stuff that it probably isn't, and in this category, I'm going to put simultaneous login, just because I don't really think that's enough of an update to really warrant all of this hype, because they are building quite a bit of hype around it, so I'd expect it to be something large, and Jagex isn't completely stupid, and I think they know their player base well enough to know that that wouldn't be this large of an update. So that leaves us with 3. A new MMO, RuneScape Remastered, and Next Gen, and they all kind of go hand in hand. Now, for those of you that don't know, RuneScape Remastered was something that was, I wouldn't say leaked, but just more or less teased at, with an image that's been floating around for about a year that came from a brochure, from a Jagex brochure. And this brochure kind of just talked about the future of Jagex as a company. Had stuff on there such as the Chronicle, the card game that Jagex released, and RuneScape Idle Adventures, which also was released. So there were a few other things, and notably RuneScape Remastered was one of them, with a coming soon tag on it. So the things we have left on this list, Next Gen, which would be basically a new engine for RuneScape, primarily RuneScape 3, which would get rid of things like the tick system and just clunky mechanics that Java has plagued us with over the years. And a new MMO, which has been speculated because the careers page on the Jagex website, there's a lot of hirings for an unnamed MMO, and some people have even moved over to that project from RuneScape. So we know that a new MMO is definitely in the works, and an unreleased one, so it's not one that's been speculated on. So my opinion on what this whole ordeal is kind of a combination of the 3. I can't say this with any certainty. It's just what it kind of looks like from what we've seen in the past day. I think we are going to see some type of sequel to RuneScape that is going to be an attempt to kind of bring the communities together in terms of old school and RS3 into a new game. I don't think it'll be strictly RuneScape, but I do think it'll have RuneScape lore attributed to it, and I think it will be aimed at that populace. Now, I could be wrong, and I kind of hope I'm wrong, because I don't really like I don't like how that sounds. I don't think that would be super great. I mean, I would definitely try out the game, but it would have to be something absolutely amazing to take player base away from a game like RuneScape. Now, again, I could be completely wrong, and it could be something completely different, but to me, it's hard to think of something that would be as big of an update for both games that would require a week's worth of hype, and I can only imagine what they'll be doing in the next week to kind of hint and tease at this. So I'll obviously be following it over the next week or so, and if any new updates arise, I will definitely make a video similar to this one on it. And again, I hope I am wrong, because with Jagex's track history, they're very bad at releasing games that aren't RuneScape. Even RuneScape-related games such as the Chronicle and Idle Adventures died within just a few months, and other MMOs that were outside of the series, such as the Stellar Dawn game or the Transformers universe, completely died even before being released, pretty much. So I don't have a lot of faith in Jagex to create a new game, which is why I really hope it's not that route, but I would like to see what this is. I'm very interested, and this is kind of a one-time thing. If they disappoint with this, I really think they'll have a hard time building up an immense amount of hype between both games anytime soon. So I would like to see something very, very substantial, but we will see. And we have 6 more days to kind of speculate and kind of think about what it could be. If you guys have any comments or anything to say about this topic, leave it in the comments below. I will definitely be reading them and respond to them if you have any questions or if you want to add to the conversation. But that is all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.